For decades, studio lights had framed Kelly Ripa's laughter, captured the sparkle in her eyes, and reflected the energy she brought to millions of living rooms every morning. But on that day, the lights felt softer, heavier, as if they understood that something extraordinary was about to unfold. There was a subtle pause before Kelly spoke, a breath just a second too long, and then she looked across the desk at Mark Consuelos, not as a co-host, not as a television personality, but as the man she had loved for nearly 3 decades. The audience felt it, a shared anticipation of a moment that was more than a broadcast. It was a confession, a love letter, and a reflection on a life lived together. A love story beyond the camera. Kelly and Mark's story began far from the glare of public scrutiny. They met in 1995 on the set of All My Children, 2 young actors playing lovers on screen, unaware that life was quietly blurring the line between fiction and reality. Their connection was immediate and electric, so undeniable that they chose to elope in Las Vegas the following year. While their on-screen chemistry delighted audiences, it was their shared values, honesty, and friendship that built the foundation of a marriage that has lasted decades. Growing together. Over the years, fans watched Kelly and Mark navigate the challenges of fame, raising 3 children, enduring the pressures of the industry, and weathering life's ups and downs. Their relationship evolved but remained grounded in mutual respect, affection, and a playful sense of humor. Kelly often teased Mark on air, and Mark frequently praised her strength and intelligence. Their love story wasn't perfect, but it was profoundly real, a testament to commitment, communication, and choosing each other every day. The weight of the moment. On this particular morning, viewers could sense something had changed. Kelly's voice trembled ever so slightly as she introduced the show. Mark instinctively reached for her hand, a simple gesture that spoke volumes. There were no scripts, no punchlines, just raw emotion. Kelly, known for her composure, now allowed her vulnerability to shine through. She turned to Mark and spoke with a reverence that had nothing to do with cameras or ratings. It was a private conversation made public, a reflection on years of shared love, growth, and experience. Reflections on love. Kelly spoke softly, reflecting on their life together. She recalled the early days before the applause and expectations when Mark had loved her through moments of uncertainty and self-discovery. She highlighted how their marriage had never been about perfection but about consistent, conscious choice, choosing each other through late nights, early mornings, laughter, arguments, and forgiveness. She spoke about watching their children grow and recognizing how precious time had become, a theme that resonated with everyone in the room. A moment of gratitude. Mark's reaction was just as heartfelt. He admitted quietly that he wasn't ready for this transition, his voice thick with emotion. He spoke of gratitude for a life shared, for a partner who had challenged and supported him, and for a love that had shaped not only their family but his very sense of self. He expressed how Kelly had been a guiding presence, carrying him through times when he struggled to carry himself. The honesty and tenderness of his words revealed a vulnerability rarely seen in public life. Love in everyday life. Throughout their marriage, Kelly and Mark have modeled what it means to sustain love in ordinary moments. From celebrating milestones to sharing quiet evenings, attending their children's achievements, or simply holding hands in support, they demonstrate that love is active, not passive. It is reflected in gestures, attentiveness, and thoughtful decisions that honor both the individual and the partnership. Parenting and presence. Beyond their marriage, Kelly and Mark have dedicated themselves to parenting with humor, honesty, and care. Their 3 children, Michael, Lola, and Wayne, have been raised with a sense of stability and attention that balances independence with connection. Whether through playful banter, support for each child's ambitions, or thoughtful presence at important events, the couple emphasizes that love manifests in both big and small gestures. The power of vulnerability. The public farewell was not simply dramatic, it was revolutionary in its honesty. Kelly's willingness to show emotion on live television demonstrated that vulnerability is a strength, that love can coexist with tears, and that endings or transitions need not erase what came before. She emphasized that even as circumstances change, love endures, shifts, and deepens, offering a model for everyone navigating personal and professional transformations. Shared memories. In her reflections, Kelly shared glimpses of their life together, moments of joy, challenges overcome, and experiences that shaped their family. She spoke about late nights and early mornings, the laughter and arguments, and the quiet celebrations of watching their children grow. These memories were a testament to the ordinary and extraordinary elements of life, illustrating that love is cultivated over time through shared experience and presence. A message beyond farewell. Kelly's words reminded viewers that love does not end simply because a chapter closes. It evolves, adapts, and continues in new ways. Her emphasis on continuity and commitment resonated with audiences, offering a universal lesson: relationships thrive when nurtured, honored, and expressed openly. The farewell was less about an ending and more about a transition, a reflection on what it means to cherish time together and continue loving meaningfully. Reflections on time. Kelly's reflections on time emphasized its preciousness. She noted that life moves quickly, that moments with loved ones are fleeting, and that attentiveness, presence, and appreciation are essential. The couple's recognition of this truth reinforces the idea that love is sustained through mindfulness, effort, and shared experience, rather than simply by circumstance or convenience. Enduring commitment. Through every chapter, Kelly and Mark have demonstrated that commitment is about consistency, not perfection. It is about choosing each other day after day, celebrating the highs, navigating the lows, and honoring the journey together. Their story exemplifies how enduring love is built over time, shaped by intention, and maintained through mutual care and understanding. A reminder for everyone. The farewell provided a broader reflection for audiences everywhere. It reminded people that love requires attention, patience, and courage. It encouraged viewers to embrace vulnerability, cherish time with loved ones, and recognize that even ordinary moments are meaningful when shared with intention. Kelly and Mark's story is a timeless example of how love, honesty, and partnership can resonate far beyond the individuals involved. A lasting impression. The moment will be remembered not for the cameras or the audience, but for the authenticity of the emotions shared. Kelly's voice breaking as she spoke her truth, and Mark's unashamed tears offered a rare glimpse into what it means to love deeply and openly. In a world often dominated by curated perfection, their sincerity stands as a testament to the power of being human, being vulnerable, and being present with one another. Love beyond television. Ultimately, this farewell was more than a television moment. It was a celebration of a life shared, of enduring love, and of the choices that define meaningful relationships. Kelly and Mark's story transcends fame, media, and public attention. It reminds us that love is about presence, care, authenticity, and the courage to honor both joy and sorrow together. Choosing each other. Their journey has never been about perfection. It has been about perseverance, laughter, shared responsibility, and the quiet affirmation of choosing each other every single day. The farewell was moving not because it was dramatic, but because it was real, honest, and profoundly human. It reflected the universal truths of love, its endurance, its complexity, and its ability to shape lives in ways both seen and unseen. The power of shared life. Kelly and Mark's story is a testament to the beauty of shared life, reminding audiences that enduring love is cultivated, maintained, and celebrated through the everyday acts of attention, care, and presence. From parenting to partnership, from public moments to private gestures, their love story continues to inspire and resonate. A human legacy. As the studio lights dimmed, the applause rose, and the cameras stopped rolling, one truth was clear. This was not simply a farewell, but a human moment, a reminder that love, when nurtured and honored, does not fade. It grows, it deepens, and it leaves a lasting impact on everyone who witnesses it. Kelly and Mark's journey, filled with humor, vulnerability, and enduring affection, remains a model of love in its most authentic and inspiring form.